A minute's silence has been held to mark the 20th anniversary of the London 7/7 bombings. And the King has also sent a message to the nation. Royal Editor Russell Myers is here. Gosh, can't believe it's 20 years ago that was horrific and still remains horrific. We've been talking last week to some people who were caught up in it, some of the survivors. And this is a time where really the King's kind of can speak for all of us.
Yes,
in
absolutely.
A way,
I think he can be a unifying force, and that's exactly what his message is about today. Of course, the King is known, I think, for being a convener of peoples, a unifying voice between faiths and communities, and that's exactly what he says. He said, we should learn the lessons of such a tragedy. We should be able to stand united against those who would seek to divide us. And I think that in such a tragic occasions such as this, but we have to look back but also look forward to the future and see how we can learn from the lessons. And certainly Charles talks about building bridges between faiths, encouraging tolerance and respect across those communities. And of course we mark the anniversary, the 20th anniversary. I mean, it's absolutely extraordinary. I remember reporting on that at the time. The 52 people died, over 700 injured. And I think when you look at King Charles's message, and indeed the commemoration events today of Prince William will be marking the anniversary, as will the Duke of Edinburgh at an occasion at St Paul's Cathedral.
Good. Good.
Indeed,
That's good. That's when, because I don't think anyone else can do that now, because politicians can't do it anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's nobody really that can unite everyone. People listen to.
And I think people do listen to the King because, as I say, this sort of convening power that he has, and Prince William as well. They have showed in the past that is exactly what the duty aspect is for.
That is what they're for. You're absolutely right. On a much less serious note, for goodness sake, Wimbledon.
Yes.
Obviously, there's been a few kind of minor royals have shown up, but none of the big guns.
None of the big guns yet.
No.
But, of course, we're into the second week now. It's hotting up. Will the Princess of Wales be there? Of course, she spoke quite eloquently last week, talking about how she'd found it quite difficult to get back from her cancer treatment, talking about how she had to put on a brave face throughout her treatment and her recovery. And we do know, of course, that she's sort of feeling her way back into duties. It's taken quite a long stretch, I think was what she was trying to say last week. And, of course, we've got the state visit, the French state visit this week, so she will be out and about with Prince William in Windsor. But, will she be around? I hope to see her. I'm sure the chiefs at Wimbledon would like to see her. Could she take one of the children? Because she was there with her sister Pippa last year and Princess Charlotte. A lot of rumours that Prince Louis could have his sort of debut at Wimbledon.
Will he behave?
we don't want him to behave. This is exactly, but
he's a wee sweetheart.
No, I think he's 7 years old. George and Charlotte went then when they were 8. So
that's a big ask.
It's a long.
They are bum-numbing, some of those matches. They're amazing, but they can last hours and hours and hours.
Well, you were there yourself, of course, at the weekend.
Me and Rosie were very lucky enough to go on Saturday, and it was just gorgeous. We had such a lovely, lovely time.
Did you behave yourself?
We behaved ourselves very well indeed. We were very well behaved. She's a responsible mother now.
Yes.
Very responsible mother. And, well, OK, maybe we didn't. But it was great fun. It was great fun and a real honour to go. And, yeah, I hope we see Kate there. Because that's one of those things that the royals, there's a lot of stuff they do that you probably think, oh, geez. But this is good fun.
Yeah, and it's
Why
good
wouldn't you
fun.
want to be there?
Well, she's spoken about in the past about doing things that you enjoy. She's, of course, the patron of the LTA as well. So maybe she'll pitch up for the finals at the weekend.
Yeah, it makes it very special
crossed,
for all concerned. It makes it that wee bit more special. As you said, state visit of President Macron is coming on Tuesday. Is he bringing his wife?
Is he indeed.
Is he bringing vast quantities of arnica?
Hopefully.
In case he gets bruised again.
No fisticuffs this time.
Jeez,
but talking about the Princess of Wales, Kate and William will be meeting President Macron and his wife Bridget at RAF Northolt, then they'll travel with them to Windsor. Of course, the state visit is going to be taking place in Windsor because of this big refurbishment of Buckingham Palace. We're into the final couple of years of it now, so we're going to be back at Windsor, and I'm looking forward to going because, different sort of atmosphere at Windsor. There's going to be carriage ride. Hopefully the weather will behave itself.
Should be OK.
Fingers crossed.
It should be OK.
Carriage ride through the town centre, King and Queen meeting the President and his wife. lots of the sort of elements that we expect from a state visit. A bit of a trial run as well before Trump pinches up in September. So that's
September.
It's going to be it's just a few weeks away, and that will be the fest that he has been trumpeting from over the White House. But you know, state visit incorporates a big state banquet. No doubt we will hear Charles speak French, as he eloquently does.
Indeed, I'm sure, yes. And the thing about Trump is it doesn't matter who it is, it's the position that the King will honour.
Well, it'll be about him.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
a given.
Now, look, Queen Camilla's son, Tom, who's actually a good laugh, he has been talking about his mama, has he not?
He has. He's been putting some rumours to bed, actually. This is a great chat on Kate Thornton's podcast, White Wine Question Time. You haven't checked it out? Do check it out, because it's really fun. And he's sort of been saying, contrary to popular belief, he isn't sort of a gin-swilling, chain-smoking member of the royal family. She doesn't drink gin, and she gave up smoking 20 years ago.
Well, there you are. So there you are.
Yes.
That's cleared that up. Because, you know, when they always do caricatures or funny things, you know, like sketches and whatnot, that's what always happens. And indeed, things like Spitting Image, which is back.
Speaking of caricatures, it is coming back. And, you know, one of the big shows of the 80s, and nobody is going to be spared. And talking of spare, we do have Prince Harry is going to be making an appearance. And
that's a bit unkind.
And we've got a clip to show you, because it is phenomenal.
Can I just say, never mind Prince Harry, thanks very much. How dare they do that to Paddington Bear?
I know.
What are they doing? You look deranged.
Nobody is off limits,
no,
unfortunately.
you can't do that to Paddington Bear. I draw the line.
Well,
I draw the line.
Part of royalty himself.
Stop it. Don't show me that anymore. That's traumatised me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel. And if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.